says, how do you optimize the program from the recovery perspective to allow for training another sport alongside strength training? Of course, strength helps other sports, but it's possible to do too much and not leave enough room to recover. Well, yes, it is, Anonymous, depending on your level of training advancement. Okay, now, if you're an advanced lifter and you've gone through all of our programming and you are on the top end of the bell curve where the thing's beginning to tail out, and you decide, I'm going to start playing rugby as an adult, and you're stupid enough to do something like that, all right? As an advanced lifter, you're going to have to make some compromises in terms of both rugby and your training if you want to do both things, all right? Because, at that level, things are hard to recover from by definition. Advanced lifting is hard, and it's a bunch of work, and if you want to add rugby to your schedule, you're going to have to go back to some level of intermediate programming, an abbreviated level of intermediate programming, if you're going to add another sport like rugby to your day. But here's a more common situation. The kid's a sophomore in high school. He's 15, 16 years old. He's a sophomore in high school. He's been just dicking around in the weight room, not doing anything in particular and playing football, right? And the reason he's been dicking around in the weight room while he's playing football is because his football coach is in charge of the weight room and they don't know how to do anything but dick around. Okay, so you're not really doing strength training if you're in the football weight room, because the chances are 99 out of 100 that your football coach hadn't got the slightest idea what we're even talking about today, all right? Now, if you do the novice linear progression correctly as a 16-year-old kid and you eat enough and you go to bed at night, you should be able to add 5 pounds of workout to your squat 3 days a week in addition to football practice, because football practice is not that hard, and strength training at that level is not that hard if you're eating enough. So if you're a kid, you don't have to make allowances for sports practice while you're doing the novice linear progression, because, in fact, the increase in strength that you're going to experience while you're doing strength training for the first time is going to more than make up for the fatigue that you accumulate on the field during practice. If you're eating enough food, you'll get recovered from all of it, and you'll be better on the field and in the weight room all at the same time, because the recovery capacity of a kid that age is truly astonishing if you will eat. But you won't eat, will you? No, you won't eat. You won't eat breakfast. You won't get up in time to make yourself a bunch of eggs and eat them for breakfast along with some oatmeal and some toast. And you won't have a good lunch in the school cafeteria, because either you can't have a good lunch in the school cafeteria or you won't make plans to do so. And your chances are the first anything you're going to eat is going to be after school, and by that time you're already in a deficit that you can't get out of in terms of the number of calories and the amount of protein that you're going to need. So you're not going to eat. So under those circumstances, since you're not going to do what you need to do to get recovered from both of those, you can't do both. And as a result, you'll never live up to your potential in either one of those things, because you won't do the program. You won't do what you're supposed to do.